back on Soch ttalk, train of thought with a series of nuggets with Dr. Neil Sequeira, CEO of Head and Neck Cancer Institute of India. It's a very interesting insights to what we are having on a different diversified topic and getting a meaningful insights on that. So many times today's scenario, when we talk in terms of as far as the organizations which are concerned, it's very tough to crack an interview. Can you throw some light how to give a good interview for benefit of a ttalk audience who are listening to us?
Okay. See, whether the interview is good or bad is definitely relative. But the first foundation of an interview from the perspective of a person who's giving an interview should be the study of the organization where he's going. Please go there, go on the internet, study the organization, study the products, study the services, understand which are the other companies working in that domain, what is the speciality of this company, where its headquarters are, what is the probable market share, etc. etc. This will give you a very good insight on what the company is, what its expectations are, and probably, the interviewee may also ask you a question, do you know something about our company? Tell us something about our company.
Yeah.
And if you go for an interview without knowing the company, I can assure you that your interview will fail before it has even begun. A second point to be remembered is one question that will be asked to everybody about expressing themselves. Now this is an answer where you cannot go wrong. अगर आपको मैंने पूछा आपके बारे में कुछ बताओ, उसका आंसर सिर्फ आप ही के पास है. बट आयरॉनिकली सर बहुत लोगों को ये जवाब देने में बहुत कष्ट होता है. अपने बारे में एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए बहुत उनको कष्ट होता है. They find it extremely difficult to tell the order and the sequence in which their life has been. और जो सवाल का आंसर कभी गलत नहीं हो सकता है, उसके ऊपर ये लोग फॉल्टर करते हैं. सो प्लीज बी वेरी एक्सप्रेसिव एंड अंडरस्टैंड हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू एक्सप्रेस योरसेल्फ. ऐसा भी नहीं लगना चाहिए कि आपकी लाइफ शुरू हो गई और खत्म हो गई इन 5 or 10 seconds. और ऐसा भी नहीं लगना चाहिए कि आप 1000 साल जिए. So that duration on how you are going to express yourself in terms of your education, what you have achieved, your family background, etc. etc. Before going for an interview, also be very clear about the job description. What is it that the job wants? What is it that the organization is expecting out of you? Do you have the necessary skill sets for that particular job and things like that? Many a times the interviewee may ask you a question of an episode or tell me where you put your skills into this thing. There is a very nice method called as the STAR method. S stands for situation, T for task, A for action, and R for result. Okay? You begin by telling them the situation. For example, my organization, if you remember sir, last year there was COVID. And a lot of people were down with COVID and there were no people. That's the situation. Second, during COVID, I was told to run the operations of a ward or a hospital with 50% of staff when 50% of my staff was infected. That is a task. Third is the action taken. What did I do? I got a meeting of all the people together. I explained to them that this is our call. We have signed in to do this job. I decided that I will take care of them, arrange for accommodation, arrange for food, and then the last one R, which is the result. We were able to run things like that. So this is a very good mechanism to actually tell anybody what you have been able to do. Keep handy a couple of references. These are people who you have worked with preferably, who will vouch for you, who will talk great things about you. Okay. Also, keep in hand 2 nice, intelligent questions for the interviewer. Sorry. ये नहीं कि मेरा पगार कितना होगा. Right? I have had people asking me that question. What's going to be my salary? It's important for you to ask the guys who are taking the interview some interesting questions which will actually reflect and show your professionalism and give them an idea that you have done a lot of research and study on the company. Pay a lot of attention to your body language, to your communication, to your manners. People always like people who have got confident body language, who are well mannered.
Correct.
Especially if you're going for a role of marketing sales, front desk operations, customer interfaces, body language and manners becomes all the more important along with grooming.
Yeah.
So these are some of the things to be kept in mind, sir.
Correct. I think today's scenario when you go for an interview, a very valuable insights given by Dr. Neil Sequeira on ttalk. Like you need to do a hardcore research as far as the organization which are concerned, understand their product and services to what they are offering, understand what are the market trends which are there. On the holistic way, try and understand those kind of and stuff. Maybe just also anticipate some of and common questions which are there. Get into the job description, what the organizations they are looking at. And also in terms of an STAR, like a simple concept of what he had given, like situation, task, action, and the result in a simplified way to convince the interviewer. And also keep handy some of the references which are there, and maybe your body language and the manners needs to be intact. And I'm sure like these are the insights what are given will be more handy for you while you face your next interview. I think if you like Dr. if you like Dr. Neil Sequeira, just go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe and like the channel. Watch out for our next nugget on ttalk with Dr. Neil Sequeira. Thank you very much. So thanks a lot. Thank you very much.